Hello everybody out there, I am Marty and welcome to Diamonds and Denim's YouTube page and welcome to this edition of First Impression Friday. So remember the backdrops? We had the pink one for Ipsy the last two times. This one is our traditional First Impression Friday backdrop. Is going to be this kind of teal aqua color. It's only going to be pink when it's Ipsy because Ipsy's brand color is pink, so we're only going to use the pink one for Ipsy. But this Friday I have a very special product to try out. The Sweet Peach palette from Too Faced. I have been hearing about this palette since it dropped. I mean, it's just, it was very, very popular. A lot of people seem to love it. I wound up picking it up at Macy's on sale, duh. If you want to see how I got this look and what I think of this palette, you can keep on watching. Thank you. So I've been hearing about this palette forever. I remember when it launched, everybody was freaking out. It came out with that Too Faced peach line. I remember Kylie did a royal peach palette. Everybody had a peach palette. I don't know if, I can't remember if this one was first or not, but this is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And it says smells like peaches, and I can tell you, it definitely smells like peaches. When I opened the box, the whole box smelled like peaches. I was like, there's no way that can be the eyeshadow that smells that strongly. It does. Now, let's talk about why I got this palette. So, first of all, this palette was on mega sale at Macy's. So this palette usually retails for $49. I got it on sale at Macy's plus all that extra stuff for $34. So it was a really good deal on this palette because, like I said, this is one of the most popular palettes I remember hearing about in the last 5-6 years, I guess. Everybody was after this peach palette. So here's the thing with the peach palette. The reason I ordered it is because, not because I want 1,001 eyeshadow palettes, as my mother would tell you, but because it's on the darker side of neutral colors. So if you look at the back of it, like these colors are neutral, just like the Bon Bon palette, but most of them are darker. I've been looking for darker nudes lately because darker nudes and neutral palettes because it's just, I am of a darker complexion. And not only that, but to find crease colors and V colors is freaking hard, man. Like they don't, I don't know what the deal is, but it's hard to find a palette that has everything in it. That's why you need more than one, obviously. That's why I have so many. But like this palette has got so many different, it's got so many, ugh, that peach smell is actually kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. It's like so freaking strong, it's driving me crazy. That's the reason I went ahead and got this one, because it's got the darker side. So you can combo it with other palettes, you can mix it up with your own, with this palette. But it's just, I just like that there's different colors. The Cobbler, Peach Pit, Delectable, Chorndom Shore, Summer Yum, all those colors are pretty dark compared to most of the neutral palettes that I have. So that was my reason for ordering this. I didn't order just because I wanted it. I didn't order just because it was another palette or because it was on sale or whatever. I actually really wanted this one. So packaging wise, y'all know we're going to talk about packaging. We're going to talk about, I think I'm actually going to flip it today. We're going to do packaging, then we're going to do a demo, then we're going to swatch. Only because I want to have more time with it actually on my eyes for y'all to actually be able to see the makeup itself. This is the package. This is the box. It's got a pink ombre from left to right. So it's got the pink ombre, gold accents. I mean, it's cute. Too Faced always has great packaging. It's got the big peach on the front, always with the detail with Too Faced. The little peaches here too. If you never had the peach lip oil, it's the bomb, and it's kind of the same thing. So let me read what it says on the back. Sweet Peach, be as sweet as a peach with these fresh picked shades infused with the juicy scent and skin-loving essence of peach. Creates endless looks with 18 of peachy pinks. Create endless looks with 18 shades of peachy pinks, corals, bronzes, and pops of purples that will have you looking summer fresh year round. Includes our signature glamour guide with 3 looks to get you started. I love that they do the glamour guide. Since I had the chocolate bonbons palette, that glamour guide is really, really, I mean, like I said last time, I think it's helpful, especially for those who are a little bit intimidated by a big palette or don't really know how to use makeup. Inside of the box is nothing, it's just white. Slide it out. Okay, so we got here the little glamour guide. I'm not gonna mess with that too much, but again, I like the idea of it. And then this is the palette itself. Sweet Peach palette. Very cute. It's got the same tint, just like the bonbons and all the rest of them. It's very, very similar. It says Too Faced right here, Sweet Peach. Very pretty. Okay, yeah, I love this palette already. So this is the palette itself. It's 18 shades, has a mirror, of course. Ugh, y'all, that peach smell is really annoying. Like, I know what they tried to do, but it's just a whole lot of peach, and peach is not one of my favorite scents, so it's like, bleh. But it's got a lot of beautiful mattes, a lot of pretty shimmers. Okay, really nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to create a look with this, and then like I said, afterwards we're gonna swatch it, because I really want to have y'all have time to actually see it on my eyes instead of me doing it and then wrapping it up and then saying, okay, that's the end, and you barely get to see it. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my look first. Let me go grab my tools. Okay, so of course my face is primed, eyes are primed, eyeshadow's done and highlighted. We're gonna blend this out obviously when we get foundation on, but so eyebrows are done, highlighted, all that stuff. Everything's primed, so let's go ahead and get right to it. Let's see, I think I want to do a darker look today because like I said, I was really into the dark colors of this palette, so that's what we're going to do today. Let me turn to this side. I think I'm going to work on this eye with y'all. Okay, so for a base color over my primer, I'm going to use Peaches and Cream, and I'm just going all the way from lash to brow with that. I love that there's a mirror with this too, because it's so much easier than trying to hold another mirror and all that jazz that I usually have to do. So it's got a little bit of kick up. I'm not going to lie to you, a little tiny bit of kick up there. I'm going to use Pure as a transition color, which is this color right here, Pure. It's gonna be a good transition. Just going in with super soft circles and following that circle from my corner of my brow. I'm gonna fan it out here too. I'm going all the way up to the inner corner of my brow and fanning it out to the end of my brow, just like I always do, even though this looks gonna be a little bit different today. I'm confused as to why, because it's not just this one. I think, like I said, a lot of the peach palettes have that. Why do they insist on putting blue and purple in peach palettes? I mean, I know you can't have all shades of peach, but I just wonder why it's quite a coincidence that it's always blues and purples that are added. Like, does purple and blue have anything to do with peach? I don't know. I don't know. So, got that Puree as my transition color. It's pretty. Very pretty. And then I'm going to go in with, let's do Summer Yum in the crease. So going in with this SL Miss Glam, I'm going to go with Summer Yum, and I'm going to put that in the crease. Summer Yum is, I can't say this. These colors are pretty pigmented. To say they're neutrals, they're very pigmented. I mean, quite pigmented, to say the least. So Summer Yum, just taking that into the corner and dragging it up a little bit, just to get that shape of a crease. Then I'm going to take this other SL Miss Glam brush, and I'm gonna swirl it to blend the crease and the transition and all that out before we start on the lid. So just like I always say, we're not trying to erase our work, we're just trying to blend it a little bit. We don't want super puzzle face. As y'all know, I hate it. So all we did so far was buff out our crease color and our transition color. I just kind of buffed that in to make sure we got a good, smooth, pretty transition like this. I love this palette already. I can't wait to swatch it. Like, I hope the swatches are better, because if you remember the Chocolate Bonbons palette, when I swatched it, the swatches were really, really weak. But, I mean, this one is so pigmented on the eye, I can't see how it wouldn't be as pigmented in a swatch. But, you know, so, looks pretty good. So, for my lid, like I said, I want to do something dark. I think I actually want to do Talk Derby to Me, which is this really deep, pretty sparkly, like, purple color down here. I think I'm going to use that one. And on the inside of my lid, like in my tear duct, I want to use Luscious, because Luscious is really... It looks like really champagne-y, so we'll do that in the middle. Okay, so for this look, I'm not gonna do a cut crease or anything like that. I'm just gonna like pack it on the lid, maybe bring it up a little bit into the crease, but it's not gonna be like a cut crease or anything. So just so y'all know, I'm gonna go ahead and do Talk Derby to Me. Okay, so using a flat dense eyeshadow brush. This one's from Bogache, and it's just eyeshadow. It's just eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to use that, and I'm just dipping into Talk Derby to Me, which again is this pretty purple glittery color all the way in the corner. And I'm just going to pack that onto my lid. I don't have to pack it, actually. It's a little blotchy packing it like this. So I'm going to, yeah, I actually like that. That's not in my wheelhouse usually, but I like it a lot. Let me get in with y'all to blend it out a little bit more, because I feel like it still look a little blotchy on there. Oh, it's pretty though, y'all. I like this. It's so different from me, but it's very pretty. I like it. And then for the inner corner of my eye, like kind of the inside part by my nose, I'm going to go in again. I said this already, but I'll tell y'all again. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is Luscious. And I'm just going to put that in my tear duct and maybe blend it out a little bit if I can. I don't know. I put so much Talk Derby to Me, I'm not sure that it'll. The tear duct right here. Luscious is very pretty. Look at that pop, y'all. It's so pretty. Put on my brows too. Wasn't planning to, but hey. Ooh, Luscious could be one of my favorite like highlight colors. Okay, so that is the top of our eyes. I'm gonna go underneath. I think I want to use a different color again, because I just want to play with all these colors. Okay, for under my eye, I want to go in with Cobbler, which is this pretty brown shade right here. So I'm going to go with Cobbler underneath my eye for my smoky, and then I'm going to go in with Delectable as my eyeliner for underneath. So taking Cobbler again, I'm just going to go right under my lash line, trace it. Then I'm going to go back with Luscious again and just put some right in the corner because I love that highlight color, and it's such a... Okie dokie, now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M165 brush. So going in with Delectable on that Morphe eyeliner brush. Again, Delectable is this really pretty purple color. And I'm gonna do this with y'all actually because it's I want to stamp it real good. Just to give us a tiny bit of smoke. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so that's it for the actual look itself. I like the look is beautiful. It's different for me, but I really like the look. I like the darkness of it. I was surprised that it can get that dark. It's very pigmented, this palette. So that's the look I did, and I'm gonna go and swatch them now for you. So we're gonna swatch together. Okay, so on the finger, they look pretty doggone good. You assume the position, the swatch position. So White Peach. White Peach, okay. This is Luscious, the one I used for that tear duct pop. Okay, yeah, all right. Ooh, that's a good swatch. That's a good swatch there, Luscious. We have Just Peachy. Okay. I can tell y'all right off the bat, these are way better than them than the Chocolate Bonbons palette. Way better. Okay, so that was Just Peachy. Bless Her Heart. I love that name because I say that all the time. It's a Southern thing. Bless Her Heart is beautiful. Oh, Bless Her Heart is beautiful. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. And then we have Tempting. So well, Tempting is a nice black. So that's our first 5 shades. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? They look good. So let me go wipe my hand and we'll do the next 5. Okay, next 5. Charmed, I'm Sure. All right, so this is Charmed, I'm Sure, which is one I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use at some point because it's right up my alley. Charmed, I'm Sure, very pretty, very pretty. Charmed, I'm Sure, Nectar. I've been having a yellow eyeshadow vibe lately too. I don't know what that's about, but Nectar is very pretty. Let me turn this thing a little bit so y'all can see. So that's Nectar. And Cobbler. Cobbler. Candy Peach. Oh. Candy Peach is pretty. You can't see it, but instead of shimmer, it's got like big glitter chunks in it. Like it's really pretty. And Bellini. Oh. Y'all, these swatches on this peach palette are like beyond. Like I was not expecting them to be that good. They're really, really good. Because like I said, the Bonbon palette just kind of gave me a little bit of a... I was a little upset with that palette, but this one, I mean, look at that. Those swatches are gorgeous. Y'all, I want to show y'all how soft I'm going with these swatches for them to be this pigmented. Peaches and Cream, Georgia, and Caramelize. So, we're not an arm space here, but that's fine. So this is Peach Pit. Peach Pit. What's this color called? Delectable. That's the color I actually used on my lid today. Delectable. Ooh, Delectable, girl. Delectable. Where are we at? Peaches and Cream. We're out of arm space. Peaches and Cream. And Caramelized. Oh, these colors are so pretty. So those are our swatches so far. I have like 3 more, so I'm just gonna put those this way since I have no more space on my arm. And I will tell you, I'm like a first swatch kind of girl. Like if you don't impress me when I first pass my finger, I'm not gonna mess with you after that. So make sure you get it together. So let's do Puree, Summer Yum, and Talk Dirty to Me. Puree, whoop. Again, I wanna show y'all how light I'm pressing. Summer Yum, Talk Dirty to Me. Okay, So I guess I could put them maybe yonder. Okay, so puree, put what right next to my wash band. Puree, so Summer Yum. Oh, and Talk Derby to me. So these are all 18, all what, 18? Was it 18? Yeah, this is all 18 swatches. I mean, the swatches are everything to me, y'all. I love the swatches. The swatches came out really, really good. Just like the eye look itself came out really good too. But like I said, after the chocolate bonbon swatches, I just wasn't expecting Too Faced to have really strong swatches, and they do. This sweet peach palette, yeah, I like it a lot. Okay, let me go finish my look, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss if we're giving this palette a diamond or not. So just one more time, I want you to see the actual palette itself. I want you to see the swatches, because after when I do the rest of my makeup, I'm gonna erase the swatches. So now here's something I will say I don't like about the palette. The names on here. So they have the names on them, but they are so hard to see because they use that foil and the background is so shiny. It's just kind of hard to read the names. So not that you really need the names. So if we don't need the names, do we have to have them where I can't really see what they are? So that's my only complaint. And the peach smell is really strong. So I'm gonna go do the rest of my face, and I will come back and we will decide if we are giving this sweet peach palette a diamond or not. All right, so this is the finished look. Got my lashes on, highlighted, contoured, concealed, all that good stuff, foundationed, all that good junk. And this is the finished look all together. Hair in a little bun, it's hot, little pieces hanging out, whatnot. But the sweet peach palette. So this is the palette again, just to remind y'all of what it looks like. The sweet peach palette. Let me open it and show y'all the actual palette itself. Or not. Oh, here we go. So this is the sweet peach palette itself. And now we need to decide, are we giving it a diamond or not? Here's the thing with this sweet peach palette. Let's start with the bad parts first, then we'll decide if we're giving it a diamond or not. The lettering on the names on the actual palette itself drive me crazy because they put the gold to reflect it. And so they're really hard to read. Like you have to kind of maneuver it all over the place to actually, like you got to turn it all over the place to actually read the words on it. And the names aren't a necessity. So if you don't want people to see them, don't put them there. That's annoying to me that they're there, but you can't really read them. You got to like strain to try to read them. And the other thing that I don't like about this palette is what they seem to really harp on, which is the smell. I understand y'all want it to smell like peaches. I get it. But it is such a sweet, strong smell. I love a good smell. I love the chocolate bonbons palette, the chocolate soleil, and the way that it smells. I love lip glosses and lipsticks for the smell of them, like that. The Kylie cupcakes, the Buxom lip gloss smells like marshmallows. The Kylie smells like cupcakes. All those, I totally understand all of that. But it's a smell that you put it up to your nose and you smell it. This crap, when you open the freaking box, it's like peaches, 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 peaches. It's just it's a lot. And especially because, like I said before, peaches are definitely not one of my favorite scents at all. I hate the smell of peaches. So it's just a lot of peach smell. But that being said, our swatches were amazing. The eye look, it's not usually my style, but it came out so pretty. I'm in love with this palette as far as the colors are concerned. They're blendable, they're very pigmented, and they give you a lot of different varieties. And again, I like that it's a darker side of the neutral palette. So it's got like your browns and your taupes, but they're all darker browns and taupes. They're just, it's a really, color-wise, it's a great palette. So I am going to go ahead and give this peach palette from Too Faced a diamond. I love the colors. The swatches are strong. I wish the smell wasn't as strong as it was, but it's a really good palette. I would even say, not that I would ever pay it, but if you would, I would even say it's worth the full price of $49, because if it's the only palette you have, if it's the only palette you own, I feel like you could get a lot of stuff done with it. Like, I feel like it could be your one palette for a while. So I'm going to give the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette a diamond because it lived up to the hype for me. So thank you so much for watching this edition of First Impression Fridays here on the Diamonds and Denim YouTube channel. Please click the link below if you want the full blog with prices and more information included in it. And I will see you next week right here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.